Good evening, collective. Universe, spirit, guides, guardians, gods, goddesses, angels, demons, spirits of love, guide us. Give us a message we need to hear for our highest good and soul evolution. So mote it be. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, God. I just saw something. Okay. Okay. Now, these cards I've been using lately, I felt called to use, they don't mince things. They bring up dark things as well as light things. So, yeah, if you're easily triggered by violence and such things, again, it's not graphic, but we will be covering serious topics, and one of them is coming up now. Okay, there's a lot coming out here. There's a lot of cards. Okay. So in my lap, in the center of my lap, I have Genius. You can see this. Genius. Meditation, brainwaves, and consciousness. So it's really important that you really tap into your brainwaves, maybe some brainwave entrainment, some binaural beats, some really strong meditation that allows you to really tap into different states of consciousness. That's very important right now. Transformation and transmutation. It's going to help you transform a lot, transmute a lot. It's going to help you be able to really exercise your mind, especially with Genius. You'll be able to unlock certain things within your mind that are really going to take you to another level mentally. Okay, there's so many cards that fell out. On my left knee, right on it, upward, childhood trauma. So you are recovering from childhood trauma. Now we all have different levels of childhood trauma. And you're still going through a lot of that right now. And people don't like to talk about this, but there's a lot of things, some really dark, horrible things that happen to people early on in their lives that shape them. Some really horrible things coming out recently, worldwide. Files coming out not only in the US but abroad as well about horrible things happening to people in their youth. And you know, if you have that, it's something that you're constantly healing through and working through. So that is something that might be popping up for you. I'm sorry, but it's coming up to heal, okay? And you going through these different states of consciousness, trying to really tap into that, to transmute it, to transcend it, to really transform that and transform your life now, healing yourself now, okay? And not tying yourself to a past version of yourself. But we'll get into that later on. We got a lot more cards to look at. We got at my feet, rebirth, come back, a glow up. Okay, so yeah, again, transmuting, transcending that, and really becoming yourself, really stepping into your new self, really transforming who you are, this rebirth of who you are, really shining, really stepping into your power. Okay. I'm avoiding a card. Face down, we have too much attention. You feel that you have too much attention around you. Okay. It's in the background. It was face down, but it's still very close to you. It may be somewhere where you're at, where you have to be, where there's a lot of people and it feels like there's a lot of eyes on you. Let me just address the card that I am avoiding. It's face up, so it is direct, and I'm not going to... Let's just get into it. You see that card? It says terrorism. Okay, so someone is terrorizing you. This could be official terrorism. There's different types of it, right? There could have been recent attacks. Okay, there could be different ways this manifests, but it also could be that you are experiencing your own form of this. If you feel as if you are being harassed, stalked, or whatever, this is also a form of this. Okay, you may be in the vicinity of something going off like that, or the possibility of something going off like that. Always be aware of your surroundings. It may be you have survived something or have been around it in the past. Where it's direct. It's face up. It's something that is in your vicinity. Not to say, I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm not trying to say something will happen, but it is there. There's an element of it there where in your life, where you're at. Okay? And again, it could be just what you're dealing with from other people. Okay, two cards upside down or face down. We got herbal magic remedies. So you could be engaging in some herbal remedies, really getting into plant magic to help you, to help with your depression, to help with anxieties, to help calm you down, or also just your own potion concoctions in general. These also could be aiding you in your consciousness journeys, something to aid you with that in the herbal world. Okay, we got haters gonna hate, and this was in the same pile that terrorism was on. Okay, so but this is face down, while terrorism is face up. Haters gonna hate. You definitely do have some haters, but we know this. We know this. Okay, this could be playing into this too much attention. Okay, so there is some hateful energy around you. Okay, mind control up, face up, but buried under haters gonna hate and terrorism. Okay, so I'm really getting this feeling of, yeah, covert harassment is terrorism, terrorizing you with this mind control, trying to get into your head. Yeah, this feels very much like a personal attack on you, coordinated to really get you to act a certain way out of your character. This happens a lot to spiritual people, authentically spiritual people, people who actually can see truth, can see through things, people who are healing or trying to heal other people. This happens a lot. Yeah. In the last few readings, we've had to deal with this kind of thing, or just multiple readings on this channel. You know, we have to deal with this sort of thing. We have to transmute it. We have to transcend it. You have to focus on yourself. And while I would always say, always be careful. Always have a lookout for yourself. Make sure your boundaries are strong, okay? What are we feeling? Again. Okay. All right. What's coming out? Oh. Okay. The world, you have a key. You have the key in your hands. You can open doors, new doors that were not open to you before. You have the ability to transcend, to go to different places. You have guardians that help you, elemental forces, but guardians as well, guides. You can definitely really travel these liminal spaces, again with consciousness expansion. and really getting into those liminal spaces through meditation, through astral travel, through however you do it. Also getting, you have the ability to go to ascend and descend. So you, the upper worlds and the lower worlds are available to you. You're definitely leaving something behind in a way, turning your back on something, on people. You have the key. And these people, they may feel like they are above you in some way, but they're not. You have the key. You're the one with the power, actually. You definitely do have eyes on you, again, with this too much attention and the possible haters seeing you having this access. This ease of access. Okay, yeah, I'm being brought back to meditation as we look at this image here, where she has meditation again with the guides coming in, these messages from beyond. You're definitely guided by spirit. You have healing within you, great power within the hands, loving spirits around you. Oh, I didn't see that before. Oh, that's sweet. You have the owls, you have the cats, and you have a rat at your feet. So animals are probably really drawn to you, probably very sweet. You probably have a soft spot for animals as well. But at any rate, you have this way of communication with other sides, maybe even cross species. This is very healing. You're very healing to others. And you can birth this into existence. You have great manifestation here. You are manifesting through getting quiet, sitting down, and meditating. This meditation is helping you manifest healing and growth in the material world, giving you access to this key. The Empress. You have this light about you, this light in your hand. Again, there's something about your hands. You definitely have something within your grasp. You have a key, you have a light, you have a flower growing here. There's something sensual about you. There's something very about to give birth to something through your creative energy. There's some creativity here that's being unleashed. And definitely something, you have a lot of power in your hands. But you're also protecting your solar plexus, and your sacral. But yeah, in this area, so you're protecting your power as well, because you know that's important. You definitely do have something to protect right now with the cards that came out. Undergoing attacks and mind control manipulations to get you to not really step into who you are. But you're not going that route. You're not letting that have sway over you, because you know that you have the key. You know that you hold the light. You know that you hold healing in your hands, and that you can transcend all of this, and you can transform it and have it work for you, for your best, highest good. And you can help others. Definitely will be a guide for others, even though people may not see it now, or they wish to bring you down. You definitely have this quality about you. Oh gosh, okay. Right when I'm saying you have this quality about you and all this stuff, we have the Three of Swords. We have someone staking a vampire. And when I first originally saw this, I'm definitely getting that even though she is the vampire, that this staking through the heart, this person is the one acting. It looks like the Four of Swords. Oh, this is the Three of Swords. Okay. is acting out or acting in a negative way, they want to, again, end this. They want you to feel heartache. You also can help other people through their heartache and pain and transcend that. Again, with this childhood trauma that really broke you, or tried to break you. Didn't break you because here you are. But it definitely took its toll on you at some point in your life, and you had to heal that. But yeah, there's definitely some attempt to try to stop that, to stop the healing, to break your heart, to get you to be in this energy of lack and sadness, and yeah, to really put it into you. That's what I got from that. Yeah, but it's not going to happen. That's not going to happen because you're strategic. You know what you're doing. They think they're being strategic, but you are the one that's really holding all the upper hand in this game of chess, right? You know how to play. Interesting. There's 3 swords on the wall here, and there's 3 swords on the wall here. Interesting. I also get too that there's someone trying that someone is that they think they're being clever, and that they think that they've got a strategy to end you. They have a strategy to really end your success, to bring you in heartache, to but you're still the one with the upper hand. Yeah. This King of Swords has twofold, okay? Their negative aspect, your positive aspect, because you're very smart. Again, genius came out in your in our lap, so that is ours. You know how to traverse. You know how to traverse the worlds of consciousness. You know how to make that work for you. But anyways, there's some strategic action here on both parties here. You definitely have angelic guidance. You have angelic guidance from above and below, okay? If that makes sense. You have you have a lot of angelic energies of different realms, really, of different types. Again. Okay. Again with this dark angel here coming out. Knight of Swords. Okay. Yeah, that just reiterates that, yeah, they definitely do have this. And there's this ability here with the hands. You really have a lot of power in your hands. I'm getting that. There's a house here. Angelic protection on your house. Well, people may have tried to attack your foundation. You definitely have protection here. Okay. Interesting. The 4 of Pentacles. This cute little voodoo doll here. Yeah, again with this protection and holding on to resources. Your resources are protected. There may be people who have tried to do some magic on you, obviously, mind control, psychological stuff, and possibly also as well in the magic spiritual realm, okay? But you are so protected here. You have got a lot of energies protecting you. You're really connected to a lot of these energies. So fear not. Just do what you can to protect yourself. Do what you can to enforce your boundaries. Don't do something you wouldn't do, right? And you should be fine. Be aware of your surroundings. Everyone should be. And just enforce your boundaries, and you'll be okay, okay? Yeah. Hmm. 1 second. Okay, we're really just kind of... Okay, I'm feeling what lies beneath here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay, let's get a... let's get a shovel. Okay. Wants to talk? Yeah, it wants to talk. Oh, wow, okay. There's a lot that wants to come out. A lot lies underneath. Again, they're face down. All of these are coming face down. It's definitely hidden. But let's uncover this. We got copycat here. People copycatting you. That fell on top of the world with the people watching you from afar. These people are actually, if you zoom in enough, you can see the people are facing her, watching her open this door. You have copycats here. They see you have the key, and whatever that key is, they want to make sure like they have a way to have access to what you have access to, and they're trying to gain some kind of knowledge that you have. They're not doing a good job of it. Okay. Again, we've gotten this in a prior read. Getting a room, hotel, motel, suite, business, pleasure. That was, ooh, that was face down on the Empress card. And if you look at it, see, it says getting a room. It looks like, you know, she's in a room and she's got that sexual, sensual energy. There may be people wanting to get a room with you, get you to have some kind of affair, get you to fool around, maybe get you in a situation, right? And then again, face down, setting the record straight, straight shooter. Setting the record straight. So definitely, I think you've set the record straight enough with your energy and how you communicate your boundaries. If people aren't listening, that's on them. Also, again, with this imagery here, this is, again, there's a bullseye. He definitely has a weapon in his hand. Again, terrorism did come out. Not saying that it will come out in this way, but there could be something in your vicinity that happens. Not saying that it happens when you're around. I'm just saying it could play a role in something that's going on here. But in any rate, you need to keep it straight. Let people know that this is not going to happen. And you do this with your boundaries, right? Okay. Tantric sex, spiritual sex, okay? Spiritual, sexual, somebody who wants, okay, a spiritual union, or to come off as a spiritual union. Okay. A spiritual counterpart. You may have a spirit lover. You also, I hate nothing about you. There are some neutral feelings here on some parties here. I feel like a lot of neutral feelings are on your part with people who are full of hate, right? Fulfilling a fantasy, okay? Here we go with these fantasies that people have, and they want you to fulfill a fantasy. Can I talk? Fulfill a fantasy. Having you go into a room with them, having you do something of a sexual nature, maybe feeding some kind of spiritual thing. I'm not sure. Caution. Caution. There's caution on the road here. Be cautious, okay? Be cautious around people at this time. Always be cautious around. Also, check your actions. Make sure that you're doing the right thing. I'm pretty sure that you are. Just make sure that you are, okay? And that you're not putting yourself in danger, okay? Not saying that you are, but just make sure, extra sure that you don't. I know it's easy these days, especially if you're younger. You know, you could be doing something that you feel is innocent, and other people see that as an invitation, and it's really not. Because you have people with warped minds who have a different idea in their head. Yeah, we have total drama. Yeah, they have like this dramatic fantasy in their head about you. They may want to actually get you on camera doing something sexual. Okay, whether this be with your knowledge or without your knowledge. This could be used as leverage in the future. I'm just saying be very careful, especially, you know, and you don't have to be young, you can be of any age, but going out, meeting up with people you don't really know, and accepting drinks and favors and other illicit substances, probably not the best thing to do in places where you could be taken advantage of, okay? Alright, that's just something out there, especially with all the stuff coming out right now. You have to know that you need to put your safety first, okay? Red lipstick stains. Yeah, sexual. Now, they feel like you may look a certain way, so they assume that you'll be open to certain things. You dress nicely, or you have a more sensual style, or you wear makeup, and therefore, oh, you'd be down to do whatever, even though you're not. You know, you're going to a club and you look nice doesn't mean that you're planning to sleep with anyone, but someone may not understand that or care. People do not care, okay? Look into the things coming out, and a lot of people, it's sad. Falling apart, falling into pieces. Definitely someone's falling apart. Their plans are falling apart. If you see this, even on this mass scale of coming out in the world, like their stuff is falling apart. People are finally, it's getting exposed, and people are finally planning that they're going to do something about it to stop this sort of thing, to make it harder for these things to happen. How people let these things happen and how they turned a blind eye, that's falling apart. Police, yeah, justice is coming. And in some cases the police were involved. I mean, it gets dark, okay? It gets really dark. But also, too, I'm also seeing that justice is here. Justice will come. It's falling apart. Yeah, someone wanted to get you involved in some sexual stuff. Possibly trafficking, whatever it is, that keeps coming out. It happens. It happens everywhere. It happens in many different locations. It's disgusting, and the level of like compliance with the system is disgusting and upsetting and disturbing. But justice is coming. This is why, don't get me started on why, sometimes baneful magic is called for. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got this in the last reading, keeping a promise. There's this love here. There's this partnership, at least. Keeping a promise. Keep a promise to yourself, okay? In their fields. Like, this looks like a condom to me, okay? Hold on, I'm trying to read this here. Okay, well, whatever. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting from that. So, it's definitely wants some sexual promiscuity on your part. But there is a relationship here that is wholesome. Could also be a relationship that is looking like it's wholesome. Okay, you know your deal. You know what's going on in your life. Everyone is going to be different here when they come, because we're all different people, all different lives. This is a lot coming out. But if you can piece all this together with what's going on in your life, he also wanted you to fall apart. That you just wouldn't have these boundaries. Their stuff is falling apart, but they definitely wanted you in a bad place. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. This is it. A private relationship. Okay, there is this relationship. They wanted a private relationship. They wanted to have something with you to fulfill their fantasies. They want you to fulfill fantasies. I don't know. The situation's about to explode, watching shit go down. Enjoying the gossip, shit's about to pop off in flames. So there's a lot of gossip around this. It might be gossip around you being promiscuous, you being a certain way. Again, we get that a lot here in this collective. Especially divine feminine, anyone connecting to that energy. A fake friend. Yeah, there's a fake friend here that's really trying to, it might even be in a relationship. Not saying that's the case, you know what resonates. There's definitely some fake friends here that's going to be into the haterade here. Kick to the curb and trash. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. These came together. Interesting. Trash and kick to the curb. So someone's being kicked to the curb. They wanted to kick you to the curb. Again with this 3 of Swords with the heart. Through the heartache. Okay, to end you. Possibly coming in as a relationship and then dumping you or getting you enmeshed in something and then kicking you to the curb. Really horrible energies. But this is what you have to transmute around you. This is the kind of thing that's in your vicinity that you have to work with, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But you know, I'm sure you're used to this, right? You're used to this. One second. Okay. Okay, we'll pull this and then we'll pull. There's a lot going on. It tends to happen with certain card pulls. It tends to. Wild rebirth. Okay, you are being reborn. Remember, this rebirth energy came out already. Where was it? That you were being reborn. Didn't that come out? Interesting. Anyways, rebirth is here for you. You can feel it, the stretch, the strain, the tension before your rebirth. You're about to hatch. Oh, okay. This was with the blue cards. It was with the rebirth, come back, glow up. Okay. So yeah, you're about to bust through this egg and be reborn. Wild rebirth. Okay. Again, immediate transformation coming through. This is beautiful for you. Again, and a lot of times, all these negative energies that try to come after you come for you before you really emerge, right? Or try to. Follower. If you keep letting others decide your direction, don't be surprised if you end up lost. Yeah, you're going your own way. You're no longer letting other people dictate where you're going. And again, remember, we had this mind control coming through here. That people wanted a strategy to get you to act a certain way and do certain things, but you're doing your own thing. You're not. You got your back turned from. Remember, in the world card, you had your back turned towards the other people. You are following your own. So you have the key. You're the leader. You're no longer following, and you shouldn't. We have negative creator and unhealed history. You're a creator no matter what the question is. You are creating. Are you creating from fear or truth? So you are creating. Make sure that your mind is in a good spot. Okay. When you're manifesting, again with this meditation, you really need to get in line with divine guidance and really exercise your consciousness states here. Unhealed history. What you haven't healed keeps looping until it's faced, and it's not going to vanish with time alone. Okay, again with this childhood trauma that we pulled out in the very beginning with the blue cards, we had childhood trauma coming out, and this is unhealed history. You have to face something. Again, it was very direct, so there is a lot of childhood trauma that you have to face. You have to heal, you have to grow through, and a great way to do this is really be comfortable in who you are now and go for what you want, not what other people want, you know, because what they want for you is not good. Not based off these cards. They want your blessings, and they want you discarded in the trash after you're brokenhearted and used up and abused. That's not what you're doing, okay? You're not letting that unhealed trauma keep resurfacing in different ways in your life. Survival mode. How can you dream when your nervous system is scanning for threats? So, okay. Until you feel safe. Your spirit will ration its power. Okay. So again, scanning. Now I said that you should be, again, there's caution that you should take here. You should be aware of your surroundings, but you don't want to be in survival mode, okay? You want to be able to make that like a baseline, but not not that it's like sucking from you, not like you're living in the survival mode. You want to transcend that. You really want to step into this rebirth of who you are, and you really can't do that with being scared and terrified. Again, with this terrorism that other people are trying to impart on you through playing with your mind, these mind games, these strategies to try to get you stuck. And no. Okay? So you gotta find that fine line of being safe and being cautious, and not letting it totally diminish who you are and where you're going. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is a lot of cards. Okay, this is a warning against toxic positivity. Obviously, we don't see a lot of toxic positivity in this reading, do we? No. The rose has its thorns, surrounded by thorns. Okay. Positivity becomes poison when it silences the truth. That's interesting, because we had this lot of silent toxic positivity and silence around things going on in the world today that are coming out that really ruined people's lives, really ruined people from a very young age. If you're only allowed to feel good vibes, how can the rest of you ever feel seen? Okay, and this is acknowledging the good and the bad, all aspects of you, light and dark and in between. And also too, like, don't, oh, well, I can't acknowledge that there's danger in the world or the bad things happen because that would be bad and I can't. No, you're going to have to. There's just a way to do it, right? Trailblazer. Gotten this before. And you got it with unapologetic. So being an unapologetic trailblazer. Being unapologetic by being a trailblazer, of being your own person, of setting your own path. You don't have to explain yourself for that. That's your right. That's who you are. And it's all a part of this rebirth glow up that you're going to have. Stop apologizing for your power, your voice, your dreams, your truth. You don't need permission to be exactly who you are. No, you don't. Trailblazer. When you walk into the unknown, you teach others what's possible. Will you be brave enough to be the first? Yeah, you say the things that are true. You show the way. You help heal. You're showing the way for others to go to heal. Okay? You've been through a lot. Okay? Some of you out there, if you're watching now or in the future, when you find this video or find this channel, this message is here for you. You've been through a lot. I mean, some of the stuff we were hearing about was just horrible things, okay? And people do go through these things, you know? Not, you know, people's growing up family life isn't always like in the movies, you know? It's a lot darker than that, and not only that, but just institutions that were supposed to be here to help people aren't there. The life is, the world can be a dark, scary place, and you have to acknowledge that to move forward. You don't have to dwell in that. You have to heal that, and you have to find your strength to move on and push through that, to really become the person that you're meant to be. Okay? I feel that that's a good place to stop. I feel like, what's this card? Unapologetic. Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to apologize. You don't explain yourself. You're healing. You've been healing, and you're continuing to heal. And by you moving past all the hurt and all the things that have held you down, despite all the people still trying to hold you down, you're still making it. You're still being transformed, and you're transcending that. And it's very healing. So, stick with it. Stay strong. Have your boundaries in place. And don't be scared to move forward in your new life.